Assignment 2.0, the group presentation by Karina Miranda. The book The Group is about a support group designed to assist widowed fathers process the death of their wives. The group was designed to help them process the grief of their loved ones passing, as well as navigate through the challenges they are facing as now being the sole parent in the household. It also assisted the fathers in moving forward with their lives. This support group helped pave the way for additional resources needed for widowed parents and determine a structure that would be helpful for future groups. 3 clinical realizations that this writer noticed about the book is the importance of the group being either open or closed to more participants, the duration of the group can be influenced by the participants, and the number of participants can be based on the advertisement or referral process for the group. In this book, the participants quickly adapted to each other and had already discussed certain aspects when 2 new participants began. This could have been an implication as the other members had already processed certain aspects in their journey and could have been reminded of the traumatic event that led to their spouse's death when new participants recounted their stories. I feel this group would be better off to be held in small numbers and close to new members. The group referenced in the book ran for a couple years, and this could make it hard for new participants to be able to take advantage in participating in this group. However, I feel that with this type of group, it is hard to set a number of sessions because each participant processes their grief in their own individual ways and duration. It would be beneficial to promote the group more extensively so others could be able to get the support needed. I feel these 3 realizations are crucial for facilitators to take into consideration when brainstorming how their group will be held. Three key observations about the participants' process was the possible conflict between the participants, individual readiness, and the individual grieving process. Fortunately, the group participants were able to have a difference in opinions without there being tension between them as they ultimately appreciated the feedback they received from one another. However, it is important for facilitators to have group rules set at the beginning so that participants understand it is important for there to be respect amongst each other and allow everyone the chance to speak so there isn't conflict between the members. Another key observation is that the participants' readiness to open up about certain aspects in their lives differed from others. However, it is important to feel they can express themselves freely without the guilt of feeling like others are making more progress as everyone processes grief differently. For example, some of the participants would bring up topics that others were embarrassed or ashamed to bring up but could relate to. Another observation is that the grieving process took longer for some of the participants than others, and it was good that the other participants did not judge and instead embraced it. As a facilitator, it is important to provide education to the participants about the grieving process and how it can look differently for each individual so the participants can better understand. The grieving parent. One theme from the book is the process a grieving parent goes through when losing a loved one, and the fact that this looks different from a person who does not have children with their loved one. This relates to social work awareness because Dawn and Justin were able to identify the need for a support group specifically for widowed fathers. Grieving the loss of a partner is hard enough, but to grieve that of a partner with whom you share children with is particularly harder. As a sole parent, specifically a father, you have to learn to navigate parenthood without your wife, which comes with its own unique set of challenges. As a father, you are seen as a strong parent, and since women are mainly seen as the main caregivers in families, it is hard for fathers to adjust to their new role without their wives present. Not only is this hard on the widowed father, but on the children as well. The grieving parent has to grieve themselves, but also help their children grieve at the same time. It is important to spread awareness on this therapeutic process because it is something that is not spoken about enough and more resources are needed. From reading the book The Group, I learned that a theme that needs to be addressed in a group setting is input from the participants on how the group should be ran, especially if it has not been done before. The participants' input from the group was critical in the implementation of future groups and allowed for there to be more insight into what needs to be addressed in this type of group. This connected very well to the group as it was able to lead to the awareness and implementation of a centralized website where resources are provided to widowed parents. It was also able to identify the need for groups to be held separately for widowed mothers and fathers as they may have different conflicts or issues that they may not feel comfortable bringing up if it was a mixed group. The website provides testimony from widowed parents and resources for online support groups as they are not yet available everywhere.